What's going on, YouTube world? This is the kid DC Wrestling back once again with another video. I appreciate everybody showing love and support to the channel. But go ahead, man, hit that sub count button. Obviously, the main ultimate goal for this channel is to get to 2,000 subs, 2K, before the end of the year. Now, let's get into today's video, man. So, I know we got a lot of stuff going on right now regarding, this up and coming weekend. We got Extreme Rules. I think AEW is doing Battle of the Belts 4, I believe, this weekend. I don't know. I think I might be wrong. But that's not the only two things that are happening this weekend because we got Impact Wrestling, man. Impact Wrestling dropping another pay-per-view, man. Obviously, their biggest show of the year, their WrestleMania. Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory 2022. Now, I am recording this on a Thursday afternoon, so I don't know what's going to happen on, like tonight's Impact or the following Impact, but pretty much the card is pretty much filled up here. We got 7 matches here. I think this should be an underrated show, man, as we all know how underrated Impact Wrestling can be. So we're not going to waste any time. Let's get to it. So we have the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, this 20 wrestler intergender gauntlet battle royale where the winner will receive a trophy and a contract they can invoke anytime within 1 year for a championship match of their choosing. Now, as you can see here, we got people like Keith, we got, PCO in this match, Rick Swan, but I can't really, if I'm being quite honest with you all, I can't really give you a clear cut on who I think is going to win the Call Your Shot. I think that's really cool. I think this one is pretty unpredictable in the sense that you don't know who's going to win. Anyone could really win if I'm being honest. So either way, this should be a really, really good match here. But as far as who do I predict could win this match, I honestly don't know. I think this is one of those matches we're just going to have to wait and see. So Mickie James is currently pulling a Ric Flair right now. She's on her last rodeo where the next match she'll lose, she will retire from in-ring competition. And what better way to continue your last rodeo by facing a very, very talented women's wrestler by the name of Mia Yim. These two will collide at the Bound for Glory pay-per-view event. Man, oh man, I think Mickie James got to win here, man. I don't see Mickie James' career coming to an end at Bound for Glory, but this should be a really good match between her and Mia Yim, man. Like I think these two women are gonna have a really good match here. Mia Yim might look like she might pull away Mickie James, but I do think in the end Mickie James will be the one to come out on top. So yeah, that's why I got winning that match. We got another women's match, but this time it is a tag team women's match playa. This is for the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. VXT Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo taking on Jessica and Taya Valkyrie. Okay, so I will admit, I know everyone loves, Taya Valkyrie. I know everyone's loved Jessica. I do think that Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo, some way or another, are going to retain their Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. This should be a solid match for the titles, but I do think the champions do retain here. This match should definitely be a match that will most likely, definitely be one of the underrated bangers of the night. For the Impact X Division Championship, Mike Bailey versus Frankie Kazarian. First off, let's give flowers to Mike Bailey, man. This dude is definitely should be a contention on one of the most underrated wrestlers of the year. It's crazy how this dude has been having such a really good run as the Impact X Division champion to where his matches have just been underrated bangers. Hardly anyone talks about it, man. And Frankie Kazarian, obviously, man, being back in Impact, obviously an OG. So I think he's gonna put Mike Bailey over, man. I am predicting that Mike Bailey does win here. I don't really see Frankie winning here. I think this is more Frankie just putting over, the youngster Mike Bailey. Even though he's 32, it's still young. It's still young. But yeah, man, Mike Bailey's gonna win here, man. I think Mike Bailey's gonna retain the title. So we got another tag team match playa. This time it's for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. We got Honor No More, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. You know what, man? I want to see it. I want to see it, man. The Motor City Machine Guns, they are a two-time Impact World Tag Team Champions. When was the last time that they've been tag team champs? You know what I mean? So like they got to do it, man. They got to win it, man. I think this is the moment. And what better moment at the biggest show of them all, at Bound for Glory, to have Motor City Machine Guns re-atop the tag team gold in Impact Wrestling by beating Honor No More and becoming the new tag team champ. So I got Motor City Machine Guns, man. I got them winning here, man, winning the titles. We got an Impact Knockouts World Championship. Jordan Gracie will be defending her title against Masha Slimovovic. I got champion retaining. I don't see Masha winning. I just don't. No offense to the girl. It should be a pretty solid match here, but I don't think she's gonna beat Jordan Gracie, man. I think she's not gonna be losing that championship anytime soon. So Jordan Gracie for the win to retain her title. And what will be the main event, man? We got Josh Alexander versus Eddie Edwards for the Impact World Championship. I was thinking I was gonna call out and say that Eddie was gonna win. Consider the fact that it'd be a cool moment for him. But I mean, so if Eddie wins and becomes the new Impact World Championship champion, that means that for the second straight year in a row, Josh Alexander is going to be laying on his back at Bound for Glory while someone else holds the title above his head. We all know what happened last year, man. He wins the title from Christian. Moose comes in, calls his shot, wins the title, and his poor wife, his son, standing beside him, crouching over the fallen Alexander. Like, does anyone want to see that again this year? If Eddie beats Alexander, I think Alexander's gonna retain his title, man. I mean, that's 2 years in a row. Like, let Josh have his moment. Let him walk out. And I think Josh has been killing it lately. He's another one who was definitely just he's been so damn good, man. So this should be a really fun match here, man. But I think the champion does retain here, man. So this should be a really good show for the most part, I think. Like, I really do think, like, I know everyone's eyes are going to be on Extreme Rules, the Go Home show before Extreme Rules. Like I said, I think AEW Rampage is having Battle of the Belts, but I really do think that, Bound for Glory should be a highly underrated show. So I hope you guys enjoyed my preview and predictions for Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.